One of the things that Donald Trump mentioned after the pictures were released from the search warrant that was served at Mar-a-Lago was, the pictures make it look like my office is a mess, and my office is not really a mess. However, there are older pictures of Trump's office where there are, books and papers stacked all over the place, and it does sort of seem like a mess. Was it typical that the offices were a mess?
No. In fact, his office was extremely clean
Oh,
and organized. There were times that his desk would have papers cluttered on it, but remember something. I'm talking about Trump Tower on the 26th floor. What he would do is he would have stacks of magazines and papers in the front of the desk, whereby, of course, your chair, if you were in a meeting with him, would be there. And those magazines would have covers of him on it or articles of him. And if you were, let's say David Pakman comes into Donald Trump for whatever the reason might be, you could sometimes end up leaving with a little bag full of magazines and newspaper clippings and, a little piece of a silver or a gold Trump chocolate bar,
yeah.
things like that. I mean, you walk out there, you think that this was some sort of a carnival, that people are handing things, or a job fair. That's really what it would look like. But for the most part, his desk was rather organized. Now, when the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago, what you're looking at is the office, which is above the catering hall. And all of these documents are on the floor. I believe that they were placed on the floor by the FBI
For the
so
picture.
that they could photograph it.
Yeah.
When the FBI raided my hotel room, it was funny. My wife had several $1,000s that she had collected for from the Real on items that she had sold, and she would do it so that she wouldn't have to tell me to buy it. And it was in the safe with her money, and in fact, on the envelope it said real money, so she would know what she was getting. They fanned it out. It was something like $6,000 or something like that. They fanned it out like they just raided and found Escobar's billions. And this is what they do. But I do have to say that when they came in, they were professional, they were respectful, they did not destroy the place. They did their job, and they did it the right way. And I suspect that they did the same thing at Mar-a-Lago. Now, why'd they lay it out on the floor? Again, maybe it was just so that they could take the picture. But we have to thank them for taking those pictures. And the reason I say that is we see that there are dozens of top secret file folders. And now we know that many of those file folders were empty.
Right.
Now, rest assured, he wasn't taking those folders so that he could make menus out of them for Mar-a-Lago, for their lunches and dinners. There must have been documents in there. And we know some of those documents were really top secret, eyes only on the person who wrote it, nuclear secrets about whether it's our adversary and our ally. So we have to really thank them for doing their job professionally. I'm sure it wasn't easy to go in and raid the home of the former president of the United States, but they did what they needed to do.